Wait, let me lift it up so you can see it.
I decided I wanted to do a twist on my channel. So on my channel, I try to seek out the world's best recipes, right? And cook them. And I'm just an average guy, not a professional cook, but I like to cook. It's something I enjoy. And we kind of cook together and we have fun on this channel. Well, I was like, it would be kind of fun to let Chatgpt, artificial intelligence, create the recipes. So we tried that the last couple of weeks, and that was pretty fun. I actually enjoyed that a lot. Originally, we were Googling recipes, but a lot of those are sponsored and people pay for the positioning in Google, so it's not really a fair fight. So to get Chatgpt or artificial intelligence to create the recipe seemed like a lot more fun of an idea. But then I was like, well, we've already made a lot of the recipes I can think of. So what could we do that would be even more interesting? And I decided, what if I went and I tried to figure out what was trending on any given week and asked Chatgpt to create a recipe based on that. Now, when I went onto YouTube and Google and TikTok and I was looking all over the place, see what was trending right now, the answer is Barbie. The Barbie movie is coming out, so Barbie is trending. And so I asked Chatgpt to create a delicious dessert recipe for Barbie that we could go ahead and try to cook ourselves and have a Barbie themed dessert. I'm also gonna ask it to do a Barbie themed appetizer or something. And it came up with this Barbie fancy cake thingy. So I'm gonna run to Walmart. I'm gonna buy some of the ingredients. I've got 2 daughters, so they'll like this too. And I figured can't go wrong. Kind of surprise them with like a little Barbie themed thing. Although they're not super into Barbie, I think it'd be kind of fun anyway. So part of it is like a Barbie doll. So I'm going to Walmart to buy the ingredients and I guess a Barbie doll. And we're gonna try to cook the, what do they call it? The Barbie's dream cake or something. Okay, Jim Winchester's vehicle's ready. Which Barbie do I want? Definitely not the huge one, because I think this Barbie is going into the cake. So I think we should go with kind of like a princessy looking Barbie, if I can find one, but they kind of all look sporty or, swimsuit. Let's see, is there one with a dress on? I feel like that would be the way to go. Well, it's summertime. It could be like a summer dress. There we go, $10. So this is the coolest thing I'm doing all day is buying a Barbie. Anyways, I think this one's good, right? Yeah, I think that, well, there's this one here. Well, we're gonna go with this one. I just, think that's the way to go. It's $10. It's kind of an expensive adder to a cake, but, it'll be fun, I guess. Let's go get the recipe ingredients. Is this, good pink? Yes, it's gonna be good.
Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
Okay, I'm in the kitchen and we're about to make what Chatgpt came up with, which is called the Barbie Dream Dessert, although it seems a lot like just a Barbie cake, basically. But it's gonna be a brand new recipe from Chatgpt. We're gonna see if it actually comes out good. It may not even end up looking like cake. So there's all types of things that could go right or wrong here. Let's cook it together and see how it comes out. So what it says is preheat your oven to 350 on it. Grease and flour a round cake pan. Here's a round cake pan. When it says grease, I'm gonna use butter, I guess. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use this pan. Spray it in there and put a little flour in here. Here's my little Barbie doll ready to be cooked, I guess. We're gonna eat her. Put a dollop of flour on the cake pan, like so. Like a cake pan with some flour on it, I don't know. I'm not really, I bake sometimes, but I'm certainly not a professional baker. I'm not a professional anything, let's be honest. So it says in a medium-sized bowl, whisk together flour, baking powder, and salt. Let me go get those ingredients. If I was really a pro, I would get, a pink bowl, really to stay on theme, but I'm not really a theme person. Maybe I should become a theme person, like a theme park. Okay, so here's my bowl, and we're gonna put flour in it, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Okay, so I was running out of flour in my little flour thingy, so I bought some more flour. Logical next step. I'm like Spock, basically, when it comes to this sort of thing.
And I'm sick and tired of your logic. That is the most illogical attitude.
So let's fill up this thing with flour. And we want 2.5 cups. So 1, 2.5. Ooh, oven's ready. 2.5 cups of flour. All right, so we've got 2.5 cups of flour here in our bowl. And we need to mix in the baking powder and the salt. All right, so up next, we're gonna add the 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Now, I am gonna use the one that doesn't have aluminum. They do make them with aluminum, but those always taste gross. So the Rumford seems pretty good. 1, 2, That was a half teaspoon. Okay, so wait, that's okay, we didn't mess it up. So that means I put in 1 teaspoon. Here's my 2nd teaspoon, and then my half. So that was a long way of doing 2.5 teaspoons, but we still didn't mess up the recipe, which is pretty good. It's bad to mess up a recipe this early. And our salt, just a half a teaspoon of the salt. I really hope I can make this good. Here's a half teaspoon of salt down the hatch there, although the hatch is not what it went down. And we're gonna stir that up. So we're stirring up the flour, salt, and baking powder to get it all mixed up. And if you want to follow along, I mean, that's the whole idea of cooking videos, right? It gives you a chance to follow along and try it too. I mean, if you want, you can watch and see if it turns into nightmare fuel. And then if you do like it, you can do it after, right? That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so that's good. Now we want to do the next step. The Chatgpt said to set that aside. So consider it set aside, Chatgpt. Now in a large mixing bowl, we're gonna cream together some other stuff. I just said we're gonna cream together the other stuff. Is that what the recipe said, or did I say that? Let me look. In a large mixing bowl, yeah, it says cream together. Cream together, I mean, whatever, okay. Chatgpt for the win. Doesn't really know words that well, but it tried.
And have a creamy day.
All right, so I've got my fancy mixing bowl. I got my mixer here, and we're going to cream together some ingredients, whatever Chatgpt means by that. I'm assuming it means mix them together. Is that something they call it in baking, creaming them together? I'm done saying it. It sounds weird. Anyways, in large mixing bowl, do the softened butter, granulated sugar into light and fluffy. So what are we talking about here as far as butter goes? 1 cup of unsalted butter. So this is half a cup. So I need 2 sticks, basically, of unsalted butter. This is softened, but it's not soft. It's been out of the fridge for about an hour. I'm not really sure how long it takes to be considered officially soft. I'm tempted to throw it in the microwave for 3 seconds, but then it might get too soft. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the microwave. I'm gonna do really short. Like, I'll do 5 seconds because it's 2 sticks. I feel like, yeah, I think it's good. We're going with that. All right, so let me put it on my mixer now that we've got that in there. And then I gotta put this little mixy thing on it. And then it said add sugar, 2 cups of sugar. Okay, and I do have some sugar right here. It's labeled sugar, so that's how I know.
Logical.
And we're just gonna fill this up twice. Yeah, I have high hopes for this Barbie recipe. My daughter just came in. She woke up, she's like, are you making some sort of cake? I'm like, yeah. She's like, yes. So she's excited. I don't know if she understands it's like all Barbie themed, but she will when she sees it. 2 cups of sugar, that's a lot of sugar. I think I did this last time I cooked some sort of cake. I realized there's a lot of sugar in cake. All right, so there's 2 full cups of sugar. Although I guess it is possible that the artificial intelligence is wrong about how much sugar I need, and it could be way too sugary. So now we're gonna just lift that up and cream it together, I guess. Ah, okay, it flew everywhere. Do low speed. Shouldn't there be like an egg or something? Cream together softened butter and granulated sugar until light and fluffy. Okay. Doesn't really look like it's creaming together, but we'll just keep doing it. All right, we're gonna say that mostly worked. I feel like every time I've done this in the past, I've added the egg before doing that process, but it's telling me to add the egg now. Beat in eggs 1 at a time, ensuring each egg is fully incorporated before adding the next one. How many eggs are we talking? 4 eggs. Let me get those. And we will just add these 1 at a time to the mix. Let's do the first one. If I get any shell in there. I didn't. And let's mix it up. Stir. Stir. Oh, delayed reaction. Interesting. All right, so mix in the first egg. That looks pretty well incorporated. Let's do the second one. I'm so scared I'm gonna get a shell in there. 2, no shells. Mix that in. Okay, number 3. Number 3. I feel like the count.
3.
Mix that in. And now the 4th egg. We'll add that in. No shell, no shell, no shell. No shell. Okay, so that looks kind of cakey. Then stir in the vanilla extract. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Got my handy dandy vanilla extract right here. Oops, the metal went inside it. That's sweet, Dave. You're a pro. How do I get it out of there? I guess it just lives there now. Is that okay for the little metal thing to live there? Whatever. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract gets mixed in next. Mix it up. Okay, we need 1.5 cups of milk and our dry ingredients. It does specify whole milk, so that's what we're doing, whole milk, 1.5 cups of it. Does that look like 1.5 cups? Maybe a scotch more. Just a scotch eggs. Have you ever had those? Those are pretty good. Not related to what we're doing here now, but just a random thing I said. Sometimes I do that. All right, so it says start with the dry ingredients and gradually add them I'm just gonna take this and add a little dry and mix, and then add a little milk, and then add a little dry, and then add a little milk, and then add a little dry, and then add a little milk. So let's add a little milk, then we're gonna add a little dry, then we're gonna add a little milk, and I'm gonna spill a little milk. Don't cry over spilt milk, guys. There we go. Add a little more of the dry, a little, add a little more milk. Oh, turned it up way too much. There's such a huge difference between the 2 setting and the 4 setting. Add a little dry ingredient, a little more. Then we're gonna add the rest of the milk and then the rest of the dry and mix it up. Milk, and wow, that looks really milky. The dry. Is that too much milk? Is that a cup and a half, right? Cup and a half of whole milk. Oh well, stir it up. All right, we're gonna call that done, I think, because it says mix until just combined. Well, let me at least get all the flour off the top of the mixer here, and maybe the sides. Do one more quick go to combine that, and then we'll call it. I should use one of those spatulas. Hold on. I'm gonna make sure there's none on the bottom. Sometimes stuff gets stuck on the bottom. Then mix it up one last time. Calling that combined. And we're saying that that part's done. Now let's see what the next step is. Divide the batter evenly into 2 different bowls. Add pink food coloring to one bowl and mix well. Okay. That we can do. Here are 2 bowls. Let's detach it from the mixer. I think we're done with that until we do the frosting, which we will have to do in a minute. Which means I have to wash a dish. That's always terrible. I hate washing the dishes. Or during a recipe. Like, I'd rather just put it in the dishwasher, but it means I gotta hand wash it. You see me? First world problems here. Okay, that's better. Clean up a little bit, and let's mix these into 2 different bowls. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're saying, did this guy really buy pink tissue paper and just set it on his counter to make it look Barbie-ish? The answer is yes, I did. I did do that. I did do that. I was trying to be crafty. Not my specialty, but I tried. All right, fill these 2 bowls evenly. As it said, I think I used kind of bowls that are a little too small. But you know what, we're gonna make it work. And it doesn't need to be exact because this I think is just to make it like different colors. Okay, so I'm supposed to add pink food coloring, which I did buy some, and change one of these to be pink. So let's just go ahead and grab the pink food coloring. I bought the gel and mix it. This bowl does not have much mixing space, but we'll see if I can make it happen anyways. Turn pink. Oof. If I put too much of this pink stuff in it, will it change the structural integrity of the cake mix? It doesn't really seem to be turning it pink. What in the world? Maybe it's pink under there. Under there. Okay, I'm gonna do a lot more of this stuff. This reminds me, oh man, what was it? There was some sort of like oatmeal growing up where it would come with this packet that you could mix in to change the color of your oatmeal. Do you remember back in the 90s what I'm talking about? All my 90s kids that might be watching. Okay, this is almost pink. We're almost saying it's pink. It's getting there at least. Mix, mix, mix all day long. Mix, mix, mix while I sing my song. It's pink, guys. We got a pink one and a white one. That's pretty cool. I feel like in the Barbie mood already. So it says to take our little circular baking dish, which we have right here, and to pour the pink batter in first, right? Yeah, pour the pink batter into the center. That's easy enough. Like so. Okay, and now we take the yellow and dump it in the middle. Right, like that. That's good. It looks like an eyeball. Use this knife to gently swirl the batters together, creating a marble pattern. So we're just gonna do this, like so. Is that marbled? I don't wanna mix it. I'm gonna say that's good enough. One more. I'm gonna say that's good enough. Doesn't need to be perfect. Bake in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes. Let me throw it in there. And while it's doing its thing, we're gonna get the frosting ready. Okay, so we're back to do the frosting. I've cleaned out my bowl, well, the best I know how. And we need to start off with butter. And this time it is 3 sticks, so a cup and a half of unsalted butter that we're gonna put in there. And again, we're gonna put it in the mixer and we're gonna mix it up. What is this little thingy here? Oh, that's for the sides. I know what I'm doing, guys, seriously. Ow, my finger. Yes. And go. All right, so the butter is approaching creamy and it says to add the powdered sugar. So this is powdered sugar. I measured it out, 4 cups worth, a lot of powdered sugar. We're gonna gradually add this while this is mixing and try not to make a huge mess. There we go, so you can see it. Try not to make a huge mess into the butter mixture. Be a little faster. It also says we're supposed to add the vanilla and it calls for 2 teaspoons of that. So let's add a teaspoon of that and then we'll add the rest of the powdered sugar in a second. Oh, that was a little heavy-handed, twice. All right, so it might be a little vanilla-y. Oh, apparently this little mixer thing goes up and down. How do you lock that in place? Oh, it's this thing. I know what I'm doing. I do. Add the rest of the vanilla. Like I said, 2 teaspoons in total of vanilla, and get it mixing again. And I'll add the rest of the powdered sugar. All right, it's starting to look like a frosting. I'm just gonna get all the powdered sugar off the side and mix it the rest of the way. Then we're gonna add in some of the pink food coloring because it's also supposed to be pink because, hey, Barbie. All right, let's take a look at this. It's all stuck on the mixer. We might need to do one more little cleanup of the edges. All right, we're calling that done, that frosting. Let's pull it out and get it off the mixer. Okay, so pink is the color of the day, is it not? I mean, that is some pretty pink frosting. Actually, down at the bottom, it looks like it's not fully mixed in. My mixer didn't do an amazing job, but it tried. It tried its best. Pink frosting. That's ready for the cake. The cake still has 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna clean up a little and then we'll come back and work on the cake more. All right, so our cake has been cooling for about 2 hours. So we're gonna bring it and the frosting over here and hope to goodness that this just comes out easy, but we'll see. It did not come out. All right, I think, let me get a knife. You know, you can always dream, so I'm just gonna take the knife and go around the edges. It doesn't feel like it's ultra stuck, so I think it will come out without too much coercing, but let's see. Please don't break. Please don't break, little cake. Oh, okay, it came out. So it's not flat on the bottom, which I've seen people make cakes before and they like chop off the top. So we're gonna try to do that as a non-professional baker and see how it goes, if I can find a bread knife. Okay, so basically we're just gonna cut the top off here and hope that I can keep this knife straight. I don't really have a super steady hand, but the goal is to have, oh gosh, I feel like I'm going too deep here, guys. Maybe I should just leave it. Maybe I will, because I feel like the shape it is might be okay. I might just leave it and not finish what I was doing. I know that's crazy. I just, looking at it and I'm like, you know what? If I just did it like this, it'll have a nice kind of curve to the top, and I think I like that. So hold on. I'm gonna leave it like that. I've decided I like it and I'm gonna leave it. And it says the next thing to do is to frost it with our frosting we made, which I have right here. And so I looked at like the internet and tried to find cakes that are similar to this recipe Chatgpt came up with. And all the cakes that are similar look incredibly complicated and just crazy, right? Like they look like a full-on Barbie in a dress. And you know, I guess my goal is to make the Barbie themed cake that is attainable for the everyman or every woman who just wants to, you know, have a cake and eat it too. And so that's what we're doing. Now, I know some people would do a crumb coat, but ChatGPT did not tell me to do a crumb coat at all. Didn't say anything about a crumb coat. It said to just put the frosting on. So that's what we're doing, putting the frosting on. Oh, and this is where the cake ends up looking terrible because I'm very bad at this. When in doubt, just use more frosting. Have you ever seen these cooking shows where they're making like these crazy looking cakes that look like, you know, a telephone or a laptop or whatever, just like crazy designs. And it turns out like it's all done through this thing called fondant, which is like some sort of rock hard frosting that's edible but terrible tasting. To me, that just feels like cheating. Is that really even food? Oh, we made this cake and it looks just like this, but oh yeah, you don't actually want to eat it because it's awful. You know, that just seems kind of cheating to me. All right, so I'm just trying to evenly spread the frosting. It doesn't look very smooth, which I guess, you know, what did we expect? This is the Barbie themed cake that anyone can make and probably can make it better than me. And you know what? If you do make it better than me, go ahead and tag me in a picture of it. Although I don't actually have an Instagram account, but just like in your brain, tag me. I have an Instagram account for my other YouTube channel. So you can tag me over there. That looks good enough for Dave. There's probably a way to make it look better. And then we want to decorate it to look Barbie-ish. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of TV shows where you can get an insanely cool looking Barbie cake. But how many can you get? Oh, crap, I just got frosting all over that. How many can you, we'll just turn it this way. Oh, there's frosting all over that too. I got frosting all over the whole thing. I'm very impatient. Just this whole cleaning this tray thing is really not fun for me. To the fun part, which is to stick a Barbie in this puppy. All right, so what it says, gently insert the Barbie doll in the center of the cake. How do I open this bad boy? Here's our Barbie doll I got. I was trying to find one with a long dress, and then I realized when I was at the chiropractor that I should have gotten one that's like actually Margot Robbie. Oh, I just stabbed her. because that would be, you know, really on theme with the movie. Rip the zipper in half. All right, I took her shoes off. This is our Barbie. We're gonna just stick her in the cake. It says, okay, let me read it to you guys. Level the top if necessary. Frost the cake generously, creating a smooth layer of pink frosting. Is that smooth enough? Maybe I need a knife to make it smoother. Let me see if a knife makes it any smoother. A little bit. It kind of looks like a crumb coat, if we're being honest with ourselves. It's definitely smoothing it out a little. But yeah, it says to insert the Barbie feet first, standing, in the standing position. Which to me seems kind of crazy. I'm just trying to clean up the edges here. Again, I don't have a steady hand, so I might be making this look terrible. I guess I'll know when it gets to this side. All right, now if I stick it feet first, gently, we're gonna do it. How's that look? Wait, let me lift it up so you can see it. Should we sit her down? Oh, I don't know. Oh, she doesn't have articulating legs. She only articulates at the hips. I don't know. Alternatively, I could sit her like this to the side. That might be better, but then her butt's got frosting on it. Okay, there she is. Now it says, decorate the cake with edible glitter, sprinkles, pearly candy beads. I got all that stuff. All right, so let's start off with the, it's so weird that her little legs are just sticking up. Let's start off with the pearl candy beads, shall we? And we'll just like, I don't know. I mean, I do not have the patience to go all the way around this thing, do I? Maybe I should recruit help from my wife. She has a steady hand.
Oh, I thought this was like a stacked cake, so it would look like a dress.
That's what I was saying. Okay, so Tina's now seeing why I wasn't wanting to put her in her feet first. So you think I should sit her down? Or I could cut her legs off?
Yeah, because usually they put the Barbie and she's got like a 2-tier cake, so it looks like it's her dress. That just looks like she's stuck in the sand.
So what about like sitting?
Yeah.
Like that. Okay, let me clean her feet off. You wanna put some pearl candy beads on it? We're gonna sit her down instead, like this. Okay, and then she can look this way.
Or have like an arm back, like she's...
Oh yeah, like she's fun in the sun.
Yeah.
There you go. Fun in the sun Barbie. I like that. And then I'll take some glitter while you do that and just apply it.
Can I fix all the...
Yeah.
It's not even even.
Well, I'm not good at making cakes. Chatgpt told me to do it this way.
Who's that?
That's artificial intelligence. Should I try to write Barbie on it or should I not even waste my time? Maybe I'll just use this to outline her body. The reason I'm doing this is it says you need to use edible glitter. That's what Chatgpt says. So I'm gonna use this edible glitter all the way around her body. It looks like blood on the beach.
I know, I was gonna say, it looks like she got eaten. Are you okay, Barbie?
I'm gonna write, I wish I could write, I'm gonna try to write Barbie. Can you do like a cursive? B-A-R-B-I-E?
Cursive?
We're gonna try this cake. Wait, let's turn her around. There's our beautiful Barbie cake. It's pretty cool. You like it? I like it. My daughter, Callie.
Weird.
Do you love it?
Weird.
Callie, it's Barbie. It says Barbie right on it. Come into the spotlight. Let's see what it looks like. We even wrote Barbie on it.
Cut Barbie.
I can't cut Barbie, but we can cut a slice out. Let's see what this cake looks like. Are you excited? Be a small piece. Doo-doo. It's pink. It's pink. How cool is that? I'm basically a magical cake maker. Hold on, I got a plate, and don't worry, it's also pink. All right, Callie, you gotta be the taste tester of the Barbie dream cake. Too much pink, hold on. All right, Callie's gonna be our taste tester. And I got a pink fork, I got pink everything. And I'll try it too. I'm just gonna take a piece right off the cake. And we'll see if it's the world's best Barbie. Oh man, it's gonna fall apart. Yeah, the pearl thingies are hard. More for decoration than eating, I guess. I mean, they're pure sugar. What do you think? You like it. She's not stopping, so she must like it. Great review. Anna, you wanna try it? My other daughter's hiding off camera. She doesn't wanna be on screen. Look, I like the pink inside. I think that's pretty cool. Wait, you can't even see it. I like the pink inside.
I give it a 10 out of 10.
Callie gives it a 10 out of 10, guys. Artificial intelligence won today. We got a 10 out of 10 cake that literally anyone can make because it's not that fancy. What do you think, Anna? She's over there eating it. She gotta take a few bites to really get an opinion on it.
This tastes like a vanilla cake.
She said it just tastes like a vanilla cake. It doesn't taste like the blood of Barbie or something?
She loves chocolate.
Do you like it? She likes it. She wants more. All right, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button and we'll be back next time with Barbie's Dream Bites, which is the appetizer inspired by the upcoming Barbie movie as well.
We done? You tell me. You're the director.
Yeah, we're done.
Face.